Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be on your face this afternoon. Here in Nigeria, it's afternoon. I don't know where you're watching me from. I want to, take this time out to just share something very briefly. I'm not going to take our time, but I want us to know that um, life always, tilt towards your thoughts. Your thought pattern matters a lot in life. And what am I trying to say in essence? You know, when you think about things that are good, I tell you, things that are good will continue to happen to you. But when you think about bad things, there's a tendency, if 100% tendency that these bad things will just naturally start happening to you. The power of our thoughts and our imaginations cannot be overemphasized. And God gave us this will. We are amongst everything that God has created, He gave us, the grace, to have a will of our own, to choose things, to do things that we want to do. He gave us choices, He gave us the will to choose. And then because God has given us the will to choose, sometimes we tend to forget that He is our source. On this platform, you know, I don't think I've done any video addressing us particularly on this Everywoman platform. Everywoman platform is a platform that brings together women of similar interests. You know, it's basically women interest materials we discuss on this page. We sell items at your own discretion. Because we do not have any rules and regulation guiding our sales on this platform. So this platform was created not really for sales per se. It was created to bring about like a reform in you know the woman world. How will I put it now? Yeah, we can call it the woman's world. So but I discovered that everybody wants to sell one thing or the other. Everybody wants to showcase and advertise their business on every platform they deem necessary. And then I decided to say, okay, fine, since people love to sell more than listen and train and learn some certain things, then it's okay, let's leave the platform open for everyone to do whatever it is they want to do. They can buy, they can sell. You understand? Of course, nobody will hold me responsible for doing any business on this platform that does not, that um, is not straightforward. When you buy things from anybody on this platform, you cannot hold me responsible if the person do not, deliver. You know why? Because it's an open platform. We the admin just get to approve whatever it is you are selling. We try to create that visibility for you, that's avenue for you to sell and to buy. Not because this is what the platform is all about. No, it's because that's what you want, and then we feel because you want to do it, why not? It's not going to hurt us if you sell your properties or you sell whatever it is you want to sell or advertise whatever it is you want to advertise on this platform. It doesn't bug us in any way. It will not affect us. But we were thinking, because we created this platform for more. And that is why I want to, bring us to this notice. Every woman on this platform, we need to understand something. We need to start thinking about women interest materials. We need to start thinking about reforms. We need to start thinking about, advancement on how to, move your businesses, whatever you do, your life, your services you render, move them from the level of just wanting to gain visibility to wanting to, create and add value. The posts you make on this platform, do they add value? Do they add value or not? The posts you make on this platform, what are the values they add to the womanhood? That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes ago we were talking on this platform. I think I threw a question out on this platform, and then I didn't get any feedback, save for the one I threw in my um, other platform. What am I trying to say? I threw a question out to us about if you have to wait for something and then you waited for so long, what do you do in between the periods that you waited and the period that you got those things? And some persons, gave me good answers. What am I trying to say? On this platform, we need to start, talking to ourselves. We get to hear a lot of things happening to women every now and then. There are some cases, a lot of cases about harassment on women, especially in our workplaces. So I want to take this time out to bring this to our notice that we need to talk about things that affect us. Things that when we say, it adds value to people, and when we lend our voices on such matters, somebody somewhere is lifted, and somebody somewhere knows that she is not alone in whatever she's going through. So I want to put this up, and I want women who will agree with me, so we can start having this discussion every Tuesday on this platform. Every Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, I want us to agree with me, so we can start having these discussions, because I feel that by the time we start having these discussions and teaching ourselves, lending our voices, to each other, I believe it's going to change a lot of things. Like right now, we have a case of sexual harassment on a married woman. I know somebody will say, why will a married woman be harassed sexually? Let me tell you something. Even a married woman can harass a married man sexually. These are things we need to bring ourselves to notice. These are things we need to tell ourselves. And then what do we do to get ourselves out of this mess? Because it's a mess. A lot of us, apart from the businesses we do on this platform or other platforms, we have staff jobs that we do. Some of us are workers, are government workers. We're in one office or the other. We do not know how to talk about some certain things that happen our day-to-day in our offices. We are scared of talking about them. But you know something? A lot of women, most especially the younger women, they are facing one thing or the other, and we need to lend our voices. I'm standing on the platform of a daughter of Zion, a born-again child of God. I want to really lend my voice, in this aspect. You know why? I've been through it. I've been through what I'm trying to talk about. So it's not new to me that somebody is being sexually harassed. I know how I've had to leave a particular job because, some of my bosses then wanted to have one thing or the other to do with me. And because of my belief, and not really my belief per se, it's my personality, because of my principled nature, I decided, even though I didn't have any other things to do at that particular time, I decided by myself to leave that job. Not because everything was okay. I decided to leave that job. So how many women do we have that will stand and say, no, I will leave this job if this thing will persist? We don't have, if we have 100 women on this list, we can barely get 2 that will say they will leave any job that they are being harassed in. So what are we trying to say? Are we going to continue buying and selling products? And, leaving aside some very vital things, that are, very important to us. We live our lives daily not because of us. I want us to know that we live the humanity, entails that we live our lives for others, not for us even. Living your life to lift others is the most fulfilling aspect of living. So join me Tuesday, by the grace of God. Next week, we're going to be talking about, sexual harassment in workplaces, how to deal with it, how to come out of it if you are in it already, and how to sense the signs of this thing coming and how to bring yourself out of it. God will help us to do that. So I want us to, go on the comment section, bring up your own ideas. We are welcome to bring ideas, to share ideas on what to do. I believe God is going to help us to really tackle this issue of sexual harassment in workplaces. God will help us. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you again. We're going to be live on this platform. The details will be posted on this platform, so please, remain glued to the platform so you can know what is going on. Thank you so much. God bless you.